Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
There's mosquitoes the size of bald eagles in that dadgum swamp.
Yo, what's going on, freaks? Not feeling much better today, but I thought I'd try an earlier show, that way maybe I won't be as sick later in the evening. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, well, I've been working on finishing up that animation, got it all done, but there's already people stealing it online, so if you guys can make sure to report those channels, that'd be great. Isn't that just sick that people do that? You know? Yeah, so if you see it out there, make sure you report it. First ever live I've been able to watch. Sweet. Paula. He says Joe. Yeah, anyways, there's this crazy case where this former police chief who was in prison, he escaped by manufacturing some kind of a outfit that looked like a police uniform. Alright, so here's the back in the day, like this is 2017. Says former police chief pleads not guilty to murder. A former police chief in Northwest Arkansas has pleaded not guilty to a capital murder charge. 48-year-old Grant Harden, Garfield, pleaded not guilty Monday in Benton County Circuit Court to the charge that he fatally shot 59-year-old James Appleton on February 23rd while Appleton sat in his pickup on a Benton County road. Hardin served as a police chief for the town of Gateway for about 4 months in early 2016. An affidavit filed in the case says Appleton worked for the Gateway Water Department and was talking to his brother-in-law, Gateway Mayor Andrew Tillman, when he was shot. A suspected motive for the shooting has not been released. Jail records show Hardin is being held without bond. That was in April of 2017. And you guys, if you're out there and you can help support the channel, that'd be great. We are, just doing another live stream. I'm hoping to get the support. I know I don't sound great, so I understand if you don't want to do support. Attorney challenges search warrant in murder case. An attorney representing a former Arkansas police chief charged with capital murder is challenging a search warrant that was served in the pre-dawn hours. Grant Harden is charged with capital murder in the February killing of 59-year-old James Appleton. Hey, thanks, Allie Kate. Yeah, I don't care what they say. I just gotta tell you, there's people on YouTube that are absolute lunatics. How is it every case that I'm involved in, somehow okay, Kanika Jenkins, I was the guy behind the counter. I was the 911 call operator in the Delphi case. I'm the one that leaked to the psychologist. In this case, I leaked some information. And then same thing in the Kylie Rodney case. Oh yeah, you must have got... I'm just better than you, okay? I know what I'm doing in these cases. I'm sorry that you sell bullshit to your viewers. You are disgusting, moronic people. That's just the truth, okay? The reality is Brian Kohberger is the killer in this case, and you'll see it. It's going to happen, all right? You people are disgusting whack jobs. All right, there you go. Hey, thanks, Allie K. All right, so let's see. It says, Hardin's attorney filed a motion last week seeking to suppress evidence gathered from Hardin's car, including blood swabs from the car's hood. The motion says there was no factual basis for the search warrant, which was executed at 4:30 a.m. on February 24th. Search warrants must be used between 9 a.m. and 8 p.m., but exceptions can be made. Prosecutors have not yet responded to the motion. All right, so this is going back in time here. Yeah, these people are freaking nuts, you guys. I mean, just think how ridiculous this is. This person took my hard work on animation, took still frames from it, and sort of inserted these different characters and stuff, and I'm going to do a copyright strike on that, because what you can't do is change the look of it. You can't sit there and change the meaning and add things to it. Like, you guys, these people are piles of crap. All right. I can figure out cases. I look at them. I know what reality is. I know what's going on in this case. And you've got a bunch of just absolutely nut job wackos. They always call me gray pubes and all these different names because they're jealous. All right. They can't figure shit out. So they invent stories to tell their viewers because they all want to hear something else. And I think it's absolutely disgusting. And by the way, how many cases, ask Zozo, she's been around for years, have I been like insinuated as being part of some sort of cover-up or like in the background of in the background, you know, being part of the case, like I'm a nefarious actor. How many times? Oh, there's just these YouTubers, you know, taking my work, and then there's other people, they just mention me all the time, just trashing me, etc., etc., etc. These people are just insane. Right? Yeah, but anyways, I'm trying to cover this, but I'm just saying, I bet you it's been 10 cases, at least, over the years, where people say the same thing. Yeah, I must be some psyops person that I get hired out on all the different cases. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable, you guys.
You might find out the truth teller.
I'm going to go after every one of these people with copyright strikes. Anybody using that material, I spent a month making that, and you just go out and casually try to throw in bullshit on it. My God. Yeah, you're not going to win, okay? Yeah, you can't do what you're doing. So, anyways, thank you, Joseph Brennan and Joe McChesney. All right, back to this. All right, so then it says right here, actually, I hadn't gotten to that one yet. It says former police chief pleads guilty. So this is back in 2017, October. Former Gateway Police Chief Grant Harden was pleaded guilty to first-degree murder in connection with the shooting death of a 59-year-old man. So he totally pleaded guilty, and Hardin served as police chief for the town of Gateway for about 4 months in early 2016. A suspected motive for the shooting has not been released. And then we got this one. Ex-police chief doing time for murder was also charged with assault there. Look at it. Former police sexual assault. So this is former police chief serving a 30-year prison term for murder was charged Monday with sexually assaulting a school teacher, you can't use that one word on YouTube, else, 20 years ago, Rogers officially said DNA collected after the 1997. So I think this guy is something more than what we're even seeing currently. He's like, there's something else going on here with this guy. I mean, he's got a rape, and then he killed. Oh shit! I just used the word. And then he killed somebody. I mean, God, that's just incredible. What's he doing? I mean, how many other people just never came forward? And how many people did he kill that nobody just knew that he had done it? The teacher said she was assaulted at school on Sunday morning after going there to prepare lesson plans. A church service was being held in the school cafeteria. Police matched Hardin to the rape kit that they had after his DNA was taken during last year's investigation. Hardin was a police officer in Eureka Springs in 1997, so he was doing all this stuff while he was a police officer. All right, so let's see. And there isn't 800 and something people watching. There's like 100. Not even that. We only have 369 total views, but it says that there are 842 people. That's not possible. But I do need your guys' support on the channel. We're currently at $8.98. It's not going to make it to the end of we're trying to finish strong, but we're not achieving it. Yesterday was the lowest night of the month. Oh, I think it's because I'm not feeling good. Shit. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Golden State Killer at this point. I mean, just crazy. At times, Minor choked and wiped away tears while talking about the investigation. I'm thankful for our victim, who many of us knew at the time. So it's crazy that there all those years. This happened in '97, and they kept the DNA, and then they tested it. They must have checked CODIS again, because he probably had to put his DNA into CODIS, and then it matched. The Associated Press uncovered about 1,000 officers who lost their badges in a 6-year period. Wow. Look at all that. 1,000 of sexual misconduct by U.S. law enforcement. The Associated Press uncovered about 1,000 officers in the United States who lost their badges in a 6-year period for, sexual assaults. That's crazy. So they're using their badge to do this. And then he pled guilty in that one too. A former police chief in Northwest Arkansas has pleaded, no, not guilty, sorry. But he got convicted of it. And then we move on to, like, right now. That's the guy. A former police chief in Arkansas who is serving decade-long sentencing for murder and rape escaped from prison Sunday, state corrections officials said. Grant Harden, the former police chief of the tiny town of Gateway near Arkansas-Missouri border, escaped from the North Central Unit in Calico Rock, where he has been held since 2017. From the North Central Unit in Calico Rock. They did say that Garvin had disguised... Garvin? They said that Garvin had... Grant Harden. Who's Garvin? They said that Garvin had disguised himself. You mean Grant Harden? Himself, and was wearing a makeshift outfit designed to mimic law enforcement when he escaped. The Division of Correction and the Division of Community Corrections are following leads with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. Hardin pleaded guilty in October of 2017 to first-degree murder in connection with the shooting death, 59-year-old James Appleton. According to an affidavit filed in the case, Appleton worked for Gateway Water Department and was talking to his brother-in-law. We already read all that earlier. There's a Daily Mail one that always has more. So there, look at that right there. Somehow he fashioned this outfit, and that's him wheeling something out, and he escapes. I mean, crazy. Yeah, well, here's the prison right there. Isn't this where you live, Cindy? I mean, at the prison. I mean, that's your... Yeah, they don't have... there's no even street view or anything out here. See that? It's just out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe it's right over here. Yeah, there you go. There's probably a sign right here. Oh, there it is. North Central Unit. I guess you go down that road and eventually make it over to the prison. I bet you it's like over somewhere right over in this area, like the gravel, but out in the back. He had to have helped to do this. That's what I think. Somebody absolutely was there to help pick him up. Probably the person he killed in 2017 is somebody associated with that person is helping out. You know, like there was a reason that person was killed, and whoever that is probably who's helping him get out of prison right now. Because who else would do? Oh, there. I think my audio was kind of low. Is that all you have to say, DP, or? Like you haven't said a word, and the only thing you say is something that's just sort of a critique. I always like that. We're still at $8.98. So Grant Harden, the former chief of police in the town of Gateway, was serving a lengthy prison sentence after being convicted of both those charges that we've discussed. He was discovered missing from the prison cell around 3:40 p.m. Sunday, according to a statement from the Arkansas Department of Corrections. And we don't have 1,000 people watching. There are maybe 100. Okay. Yeah. Boy, that's so funny, DP. I'm going to type in the word. Jesus. Man, that's just... he was discovered missing from his prison cell around 3:40 p.m. Sunday, according to a statement from the Arkansas Department of Corrections. The Stone County Sheriff's Office said Hardin is considered extremely dangerous and should not be approached. Down here it says, as 11:30 p.m. on Sunday, May 25th, the search for inmate Grant Harden is ongoing. I didn't find any updates that he'd been arrested or anything. The search is a joint effort, including the Department of Corrections, Arkansas State Police, and local law enforcement offices. It has been determined that Hardin was wearing a makeshift outfit designed to mimic law enforcement when he escaped the North Central Unit. He was not wearing a Department of Corrections uniform, and all DOC-issued equipment has been accounted for. Officials continue to utilize a variety of means to track Hardin, as well as investigating the events that led up to the escape. Further updates will be provided as they become available. Again, Hardin remains at large, and anyone with information about his whereabouts should contact local law enforcement immediately. Here's the... That's why I figured you lived at the prison. That's right, but yeah. Let's see. So this has more, I guess. A former police chief, serving decades-long sentence. This is in Daily Mail. For murder and rape, shocking, escaped prison by disguising himself as a jail worker. Grant Harden, 50, escaped the North Central Unit in Calico around 2:50 p.m. Sunday. A surveillance camera caught the moment he slipped out through the jail's sally port. I guess I don't even know what the hell that is. Secure, controlled entry, often with multiple doors. I was thinking over here, but you can't really tell because it's not 3D. Maybe it's just like right there. And there's the gravel out there. Hey, thanks Susie Clue for the coffee. He appeared to walk out of the jail pulling a fully loaded dolly. See, how was he given that to take out? See, that's where there's got to be a connection, like inside, where somebody said, okay, yeah, take this out. And then he was able to pretend that he was somebody else. Right? That's where there's like a connection. I can't imagine just somebody at the prison just like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's where the link is, right? Like, whoever is in charge of allowing somebody to wheel something out to, to ship something or whatever the hell they're doing here, that's got to be where it is. I appear to walk out the jail pulling a fully loaded dolly. Hardin remains at large as of Monday and was considered extremely dangerous. The Stone County Sheriff's Office warned that he should not be approached. Hardin pleaded guilty in October of 2017 to first-degree murder and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Yeah, so he wasn't going to leave alive. Yeah. No, I mean, I guess he could be 90 something. Well, no, I guess if he's 50, he'd only be like 78 or so. Or, well, let's see, he'd already served how many years? 8. So 20, he'd be 72 years old. He briefly served as the police chief of the tiny town of Gateway. The Division of Correction, the Division of Community Correction, is working with local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies in the search for Hardin. As of Monday, he has not been found, and the manhunt remained ongoing. A corrections official confirmed to 5 News. Hardin is described as 6 feet tall and weighing 259 pounds. Arkansas State Police have asked anyone with information about his whereabouts to contact local law enforcement immediately. Stone County Sheriff Brandon Long said the department has deployed I bet he's nowhere near there at this point. I think somebody was waiting for him. He probably had a multi-level planned getaway. Like, he's not anywhere near here. He's probably I don't know, but he could easily have been taken down to the border, crossed into Mexico, and long gone in this amount of time. I mean, even though it was yesterday, just a straight drive overnight, boom. Hardin has strong ties to Benton County, and he will be on alert. I don't know. I mean, why would he go there? Why would he go there? Yeah, there's 5 of those. We're just doing this case right here. There's 5 more that are still out and about. I don't know how to link the two. Locals were urged to remain cautious and call 911 if they see Hardin. Residents of Arkansas and its neighboring states were encouraged to lock their doors and remain alert while he remains at large. Oh, that's him there too? Oh, that doesn't look anything... That can't be... Oh, that's probably the guy he killed. I would think. That doesn't look anything like him. Oh, that's Appleton. That's the one he killed.
That's right. This is where today Harrison read her impact statement, detailing the pain and trauma he's caused her over the years.
That was the lady that he assaulted back in '97 when she was a teacher. Hardin has served as police chief, a town of fewer than 500 people, for 4 months in 2016, and served 2 terms as a constable in Benton County. He had also worked as a police officer in Fayetteville, Huntsville, and Eureka. He was jailed after pleading guilty to first-degree murder October of 2017 in connection with the shooting death of 59-year-old James Appleton. I mean, so when he got out of there, how did he get into he got into another vehicle, wherever he was shipping, and just sort of got in, and that person didn't say, "Who the hell are you?" Or did he just run through the woods or something at that point? I mean, there's a wooded area here. I mean, I guess somebody could have parked here, and if that's actually the place that he exited right there, and, this sort of looks kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if this is still fenced in over here. I mean, there's this highway that comes in here. I mean, they're being really quiet about how he got out. You notice that? They're not really, other than, yeah, sure, he dressed up as that. Where'd he go next? How did he get into the position where he could get out of there? Yeah, so he pleaded guilty in 2019 to the teacher, Amy Harrison. Huh? Anyways. About this guy? There's a documentary about this guy? Let me see. That doesn't sound like... How would they have a documentary about this guy? Devil in the Ozarks. Murdered, escaped. Huh? Oh, it's just a... Well, it's and is that the name of the documentary all by itself? Because there's a whole IDTV thing on it. So I want to see. Yeah, so it's Alley Cake again. Is there any chance any of the rest of you guys? We have nightly goals to try to reach on here, and it seems like we've forgotten that on this show. So if you guys have the ability to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. Thanks, Alley Cake again. Now this must be the. That was done in 2023. Yeah, I might have to go check that out. Can't really watch it here, so not sure what to do with that. So, what do we do now? I mean, he's just disappeared. It's out in the middle of nowhere, this place, and he could be anywhere at this point. Especially if he had it all planned and somebody picked him up and they just drove straight to the border and they're out of here. I can't imagine him, you know, he's a, you know, used to, like he was a police chief, right? So he knows exactly how they're going to be looking at this. He's not going to stay around and just, you know, he probably had, I mean, we don't know what the head start was. They didn't mention that either. Now, does he have a... Is that on YouTube, the interrogation? Yeah, I can't play those. Huh? What are you talking about? Alright, guys. I think that's going to do it. I just wanted to give you the update that there's somebody out there missing, and don't have much more to say on that. If I miraculously feel better, I'll come back later. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, there's... Could have gone over here, could have gone over there, could have gone anywhere. We don't have any idea. There's no, you know, information. Nobody's dug in. None of the reporters out there have gotten any of the information. Thanks, Susie Clue. Thanks, Alley Cake, Lil D, Joseph, Joe Chesney, Alley Cake, and Alley Cake again. Man. All right, thanks.